Hey guys, just doing a quick sound check. Make sure that you guys can hear us. Let us know in the comments. We'll be back in a few. Hey guys, welcome to our monthly live stream. We've got a bunch of things going today. One of them I'm really excited for. Make sure that you can hear us. Let us know in the chat. They could when we did the sound check, but you never know. Sometimes we forget something. But we've got another unclaimed prize to give away. So somebody's idiotic loss is your very smart gain. So the winner for March's giveaway, which was a Walton's 12-inch Pro vacuum sealer.
Wait, March or April?
March.
March. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, because April just ended. April
Not
just
possible.
ended.
Not possible.
My brain is not working.
Apparently not. He needs caffeine or something. They didn't claim it, so it is the Walton's 12-inch Pro Vac Sealer, a collection of Walton's vac bags, the Artisan Apron, and a collection of favorite seasonings. We're going to redraw that today out of everybody who's here. So watch it at waltons.com/live or over on Meatgistics. There's a giveaway. That is the correct giveaway, I'm assuming. You updated the giveaway over there? Okay. So we'll draw winners from that. We'll also draw a couple of winners of some jerky, and we'll let you guys choose like sausage seasoning, snack stick, summer sausage, whatever you want. We're also going to draw a winner for the Walton's chambered vacuum sealer. That is our big chambered vacuum sealer. That was last month's prize. So we're going to draw that from, everybody who entered throughout the month. Tons of entries, and that person does not have to be here today. For this, and for any of the other things we draw today, you do have to be here. I really want to get right to the butchering competition.
I think we should wait. I mean, people are still going to be filing in over the next few minutes, so we always should take like the first 5 minutes.
Do you want me to explain to you what it will be?
Yes, please.
Sure.
It's fairly simple. So, for a long time, Austin has covetously eyed my Dow Strong Obliterator that Michael J. Kaminsky was nice enough to convince them that I needed one. I feel like it's been well worth it in advertising for them, as I have mentioned it and used it quite a bit. So this is like I think it's a 7 pound, something like that. It's just a hunk of steel that cuts through meat, bone, chainmail, leather armor for sure, right through it. Is a nice weapon of war. So what we're going to do today is I have bought 2 pork loins. We're going to get 1 shot each, so just 1 whack, and whoever can get closest to exactly a pound wins. So it's 1 shot. We each have separate pork loins.
Pork loin or tenderloin?
No, it's pork loin. So tenderloin would be way too easy. So we're going to use this new Ascali scale that we don't have in stock yet, but we are going to stock it. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. Whoever gets exactly or closest to a pound, over is okay in this instance.
Okay.
Over is okay. Otherwise, the second person would
I'm
just
gonna say, yeah, see
snap
what
off
you
just
do
a
first,
little
and
bit.
then
Yeah. No, what we'll do is we'll both cut, and then we'll weigh after. Great for the zombie apocalypse, absolutely for us. That thing, I've said it numerous times. Dow Strong makes butchering equipment that looks more like weapons of war than it does butchering equipment.
Yeah.
Had they made this section sharp up here, that would just take this from the realm of amazing to almost scary.
someday I'm gonna like send that in to like maybe back to Dow Strong if they do it and have them sharpen that other end for you. Just so you had your ultimate weapon of war.
We could do it with a true hone, but it would eat at least a stone.
Yeah, it would destroy the stone.
It's like this thick up there. So it'd be quite a bit that it would need to do it.
I wonder if we could set it up to run on the Pico. What we use for grinder plates and knives. If you could get it set up in that, that would be sweet.
Yeah, I'd be scared to do that. Just to damage that, basically. More than anything else. So for anyone who's been paying attention to national news, we had a really bad tornado come through Wichita 2 nights ago? No, Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night. Luckily, nobody died initially, but apparently 3 kids from Oklahoma University who were storm chasing died in a car accident during it.
Really?
Or right after it. Yeah.
Dang.
So
yeah, because everything I heard was there was no casualties. So
yeah, our
sucks.
YMCA or Andover's YMCA got wiped out.
There was cars like thrown into it. It was crazy. And then there was looting. That just drove me
That's terrible.
nuts. They sent people from I think it was from McConnell.
Air Force Base?
From the Air Force Base
To
up
stop
there.
it?
I think that's the link Tex sent us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but at least, yeah, they sent somebody up there to help prevent people. But I saw a bunch of videos from afterwards of people just running through the Y, doing whatever they wanted.
Okay, well, is that really, were they running out with stuff? What are you stealing from the Y? Weights?
Knowledge.
I don't
Imagine
know.
that. Imagine a tornado. That's a horror movie.
Free
A tornado
weights.
goes through a gym and just has like 45-pound weights whipping around it.
Everything.
Do I understand tornadoes?
No, you don't.
Yeah. Does
Everything-
something get trapped and stay in there, or does it just like
Well,
get blown out?
I was trying to eyeball some debris, like from our graphics guy Pat sent us some video over, and it was pretty intense. You never see, like with this technology and drones and stuff now, and it's pretty powerful to see what storms can do. But it rips off all this debris, but even the outlier stuff is still caught up in it somehow,
Yeah, it's
and
way
it's
out.
not even like falling down yet. But no, 45-pound weight or a piece of wood going that fast
Yeah.
is going to do. So it doesn't really matter what the material
I've
is.
seen pictures of straw driven through telephone poles, which I always thought was like an old wives' tale.
No.
But no, I've seen pictures of
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's
legit.
crazy.
All I've seen so many videos of it, and the people that are literally like a few hundred yards away, like it looks like they're just right across the street, and they're videoing it, and I'm like, you're an idiot because a tornado can take like a piece of lumber from a building and throw it like a mile away. So you standing just, we're talking hundreds of feet or hundreds of yards away, like you're gonna you have a very good chance of getting hurt.
Absolutely. All right, so this is what we're redrawing today. I released it yesterday, but our giveaway for this month is going to be the Walton's 26-pound sausage stuffer, a package of collagen of both 19-millimeter smoke, 30-millimeter fresh, then a choice of like a bratwurst or Italian sausage seasoning, snack stick seasoning, collection of all of our favorite seasoning shakers, and we got to get what do you call it added to that? Your firecracker rub. Added to that.
I was thinking about that the other day when I sent you the email about shakers.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked to see what you've been doing on shaker giveaways. But
I've just been replacing that one.
Okay. If we get some of the new stuff coming in, I guess we got we got the backcountry stuff in. We get our next new one in.
Should get those in.
We do some others. We start doing like an actual Walton set.
It's a good call. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's gonna be that. Then for sales this month, we've got $3 off every Walton's chamberless vacuum bag size, whether it's a roll or a package, it's just $3 off of those. $5 off all the amazing tube stuff. Then the patty maker and the Walton's 22 grinder are all on sale. So in all the Walton's grinders, all the Walton's 22s now are reverse. I believe we've sold the last two 32 grinders, so I believe those all have reverse as well. I'll verify that before I put it online, but yeah, so that's that. All right.
Bob said he loves my favorite
that. It's
shaker.
really not. So I actually did go in my basement. It's the first time I've ever done that. So I was upstairs looking out. Sorry. So Richard asked. I was looking out the window, and I've never been. I mean, I was kind of close to one in Texas, but not really that close. The one thing you always hear is it sounds like a train, and I heard right by my window. So I went on my back deck, opened it, and it was like way louder, and the wind was crazy. I'm like thinking if like the sirens start going, I'm gonna have to struggle to get my dogs to go in the basement because they love going down there unless you want them to go down there, and then they think you're tricking them. So we went in the basement. And then I was watching out the window, and like we have 3 pine trees in the back that are like 10, 15 feet high, something like that. Still, no wind whatsoever. And I was like, oh, that's creepy. And then and hail like this is falling down. I'm like, yeah, we made the right call coming down in the basement. But nope, never had a.
We never got bad hail, so I was just standing on my back porch. Taking pictures.
There you go.
I literally watched it for like 30 minutes. We watched the tornado form and like move as it was kind of going east, and then as it kind of took off north, just sat there and watched it. Did
you take any video of it?
No,
you didn't.
I didn't take video, but I wasn't. I mean, the closest it ever came to us was maybe 3 miles. Yeah. For a lot of the time, it was further off than that. So my video from me wouldn't have been as good as honestly just a still shot looking at it.
Did Leo like it? Do you think it was cool?
He loves it.
Yeah, kid wouldn't?
He's running around the house now, throws his arms out, tornado, and starts spinning. He's having a blast with it.
All right, so the butchering competition. Can we do it? All right, do you want to go first or second? I will give you choice.
I want to go second.
Okay.
Well, should we both have to? We both have to cut first though before we weigh,
yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to make sure we can see this, and so make sure get a nice spot, clear it off.
Yeah, one person, the other person is going to get out of the way.
Oh,
here, stay here while I get things set up. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have the pork loins in the fridge?
I do.
We should have did over under on how long John could last before he wanted to do this, and it was 13 minutes. So
that's pretty good.
Oh, really?
I think so.
The way that you did the rundown, this was like third thing we were gonna do.
Oh no, not necessarily.
Oh man.
None of that's ever really in order.
Oh, it's a suggested.
All right.
Ryan Jones is saying you can tell John isn't a native Kansan. Native Kansans go out and look for the tornadoes, not hide in their basements.
Dude, I had no idea what was going on. I heard the siren. I go, oh, they're probably testing that new air raid thing.
Oh, did they test? Oh, they probably didn't test them today because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe on the heels of real sirens. Who knows?
Because I was kind of looking forward to hearing the air raid siren.
Yeah, it should just someone just gets on there. And what's the sound from Dumb and Dumber?
That's awesome.
I think we'd all go, wait, oh, that's an air raid.
So, John, what are we cutting on? Are we cutting on that cutting board you got?
Because it's got a little bit of clearance.
Okay.
But first, we're going to cut some other things.
Okay. I just concerned about how crazy we're going to get with this. And are we going to, like, destroy that? Because I feel like if we get one chop at it, you got to go through it. So we're going to have to, like, hit it. Is this going to survive?
Yeah, it'll survive.
That's a good point. Like, what if you don't go all the way through the chop?
Then the whole thing gets weighed.
Oh.
So you have to make it through or you're done.
This is going to be dangerous.
Focus on your follow through.
Did you bring some chainmail gloves for us?
I did not. We've proven that the NXT gloves are not suitable to this task.
Yeah, but
I put a carrot in an NXT glove and cut it, and it went right through it.
You need a suit of armor around John when he's
So first, we are going to cut through some bones, some rib bones, just to show how easily this can do that. And then I have a plan for these. We're not just throwing them out.
I would hope not.
Where's my garbage? It's over there.
By the way, product plug. So the Longopack waste systems, most amazing things in the world. I wish I could convince my wife to let us put one in the kitchen. That doesn't happen. At least convinced her that we can have one like in the garage outside. But you just put this big old continuous bag basically on the top, and it feeds down in. When it gets full enough for you, put a couple zip ties on it, cut it, and you just keep making bags basically. But anybody that wants like a nice trash can for your garage or shop,
they're awesome for that.
You got to get one, put it out there.
When we first got those in, I would have thought it was ridiculous that we would have been that excited to tell customers about a trash can. But that is awesome.
It's amazing.
It is really amazing. What's that? How much are the bags for that? The mini and the maxi. Mini is I don't even want to say anymore. I don't know how much they've gone. Are you trying to get a close up of this? Is that what you're doing there?
Not necessarily right now, so you can just
okay. So we've got 2 rib bones right here. I'm going to move my mic out of the way a little bit. Ooh.
need a bigger.
Almost through, but not quite. Broke the bones, didn't get through them, so. I will go for 3, even though I didn't get 2.
That scares me.
So it's just a little bit of tendons at the bottom holding it together. No damage to the blade, obviously. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way.
So I think this is a mini,
That's
Longopack mini.
Yep.
The mini is 71 yards in length is how much bag you get on there, and they're $16.
For the replacements, how much is the stand?
Oh, the stand? $60.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
No.
Dude, a normal trash can at Walmart is like 50, and there's 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like the like super fancy. Go to like a home store and get the.
$100 at Ross still.
Yeah, at least $100. But yeah, these don't look like a fancy trash can. They're not all stainless, not nice, but functionally, yeah, they're better.
I'm good to go.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. What if I miss?
Which side are you cutting?
This side.
Okay.
I don't have to call my shot.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Oh, is that part of the rules? Okay. Actually, now I'm nervous because it's about as wide as the blade.
I would say if you cut through like 80% of it, that qualifies as cutting through.
Yeah. Oh
no, see, you didn't.
It'll fall.
No,
It'll fall.
we're going with the 80% rule.
Okay.
Oh, how
Alright, so that's my cut.
You are way off,
for a
What do
pound.
you think that is?
dude. That's like 2 pounds minimum.
That's not 2 pounds.
I love the competitive nature.
It's maybe 1.5.
Oh man, we're getting the leather apron going.
Clear off. Get my other cutting board.
That's not a bad hunk of meat though.
Oh, I'm using my other cutting board.
And I want everyone in the comments to fully rip apart their technique. You know, everything from follow through.
For anyone, this is the Meatgistics cutting board. This is the Meatgistics reward cutting board that you get for hitting 1,000 posts. Is it 1,000? It is 1,000.
Not bad. Get your name on it.
Did you
All right,
talk to
Yes.
Bocephus?
I saw it.
Okay.
I've
I still
got
have.
a label on its way to him.
He sent me a message too, and I haven't responded yet.
Okay.
So if you're listening, Bocephus, we've got you covered.
Yeah, I responded to the post and I already emailed him. Trying to flip it over. Yeah, that's the right way to do it, I think. Mine was bigger. Look at mine being wider.
Oh.
I should have chosen.
Yeah, what were you
I was
doing?
stupid. This seems like too much thought. Thinking about things too much is basically cheating.
Oh, and he thinks that. Ooh, nice one. Oh, it didn't
Same
go
thing.
through either.
Same thing.
You know what it is? It might be the bounce back off of that
Yeah.
type of cutting board since there is space underneath it.
Okay. So we'll take that. That's why we had that edge.
Yeah, it wasn't you, John.
All right, you ready?
Mine's probably gonna be just
Oh, you think?
pound, but
You don't
yours
think?
is like 2 pounds.
Mine is not 2 pounds. All right. So this is a new Ascali scale we've got.
By the way, very rare. They're on opposite sides from one another
It
right now.
shows front and back, so you guys will see it in the same time we see it. I'm going to put it on pounds. All right. Actually, no, it's got to go this way so I can tear it out. So we're going to put a plate on there. I'm going to tear that out so we're at 0. I cut first, you weigh first. Don't, dropping it. Austin is at
Dang.
0.73 of a pound.
I beat you.
Not close enough.
You're way
I bet you
over.
I'm 1.2.
No, you're 2.1.
1 point.
Oh, did you go over?
I haven't let go yet.
Oh, no.
I told you, you're way over.
You almost nailed 2.
1.9.
I win.
There's more, though. There's obviously other things we're doing. We're not done with the butchering competition yet.
That's
Whoa,
just,
whoa, whoa,
well,
that's-
that's just the first part.
That was just the first part.
That's all you described.
No, this is a multi-time
Are you trying to think
deal.
of another one right now?
Patrick?
We got enough. We can do round 2.
Wait, all right. What? Yeah, all right. Try. Oh, it should,
All right,
should
we'll
be
go
best
round
of-
2. Real
best
quick,
of
round
threes,
2.
Or just real quick.
Real quick,
2?
round 2.
I think that's what the people
Hold on.
want.
Ooh, and he gets through, ladies and
Ooh,
gentlemen. Look
no.
at that board.
That's
That
the
board
one
is
you want.
toasted.
Yeah. All right. So that's your second one. Put it on here. All right. Do I use yours? Yeah, I'm using yours.
So yeah, take what we know. Watch those fingers, please. Oh, that went real small.
Oh, he missed. And he missed badly.
Oh no.
He missed badly.
Maybe
You
it's better to
maybe
go
got
under.
half a pound.
All right. I think we're just going to have to call it.
Unless you each want to do one more and
No,
then pick your favorite.
I want to
No,
know
he's
because
beaten me twice now.
I think I got this.
He's beaten me twice. What are you going to...
0.85.
What
That's
the
real,
heck?
it's respectable.
I-
What was
that-
your last one?
That looked. I don't know. That looked a lot more than just
Yeah, it did.
10% bigger than my last one. But still, not bad.
All right. Well, for anyone who thinks that I was actually going to give you my Dow Strong, I mean, you're foolish. I would never get rid of that. However, I do have one for you.
Sweet.
this
Oh, look at that.
is your very own Dow Strong.
Beautiful. So is the next part like a fight to the death?
No, that comes later. We want to build that one up first. We'll send out some emails in advance of that one. So this is from J. Michael Kaminsky. When I was doing all the sharpening videos and stuff, he was nice enough to send that in and let me play with it. And so I sharpened it, sent it back, and then he's got enough Dow Strong stuff. I've seen pictures that he has no concerns. He was nice enough to send that in. He wanted me to give it to you.
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
I told him I'd do something fun / funny with it. So hope you guys enjoyed seeing me lose.
So I'm pretty sure though that I still kind of have an issue with how this competition ended up because you said I was getting yours. So if he sent this for me,
but you're not getting mine.
I should get yours too.
That's just ridiculous. All right, give me a few minutes as I put everything away. And then tomorrow, I have a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper in there. I'm going to do either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm going to do Dr. Pepper ribs with your firecracker rub seasoning in the slow cooker.
That'll be good.
I think so. We've got a new guy starting, hopefully soon, for a social media position. And I want to get like a bunch of things for him to shoot right away. So
they start next week?
No. Did I not send that to you? I sent it to Steph.
No.
So
Okay.
he didn't start today.
Let's see.
So he beat you with your own cleaver.
He did. The second one was embarrassing.
Yeah,
I was embarrassed.
probably overthought it.
So since you had
No. I tried to go too hard.
Yeah.
I lost my.
Since you had the second one there and you weren't actually going to give up yours, you weren't throwing the competition. You just
That's
no,
what I was doing.
no, okay,
That's
yeah,
what I was
you
doing.
do just suck that bad.
Yep. No. Look at how gracious I am.
Took his eyes off the meat, is what they're saying.
Okay, so
That's a good friend.
while John is dinking around, I am going to go ahead and draw a winner for something. This is not going to be the big winner or last month's deal, but let's just say leather apron, because I always have to do a leather apron, so we will do that while John's getting stuff ready
Real
here.
quick, your leather apron there, I went ahead and used some white oil on it to try and like season it a little bit. I don't think white oil is the best choice for it. There are better leather conditioning things you can use, but it is better than nothing.
Yeah, I would. I think I might even have some of it here, like some of my boot shining stuff.
That would probably
you probably
work
could
really well.
use that. Now, on the other hand, that's probably not like it may or may not be food safe. I don't know. There might be something that's better that's more food safe, but
Oh God, Joe Hell sent me something a long time ago asking like there's a specific type of oil we have. We carry it for something else. I'll look back through my text messages with him.
and Joe was he was on the live chat, so maybe he's still here.
Joe, what was that?
So our winner is from Madison, Wisconsin. I'll put him in the chat here. You've got 5 minutes to respond. If I can type here.
What?
Mink oil? Does that ring?
That does ring a bell. That sounds right. But it was something we sold, and we don't sell mink oil.
Michelle Bright. You have 5 minutes to respond, and you will win a Meat Just Sticks leather apron.
Okay. So this Iscali scale is obviously way more aimed at commercial processors. I mean, the size of it weighs up to like 66 pounds. It's got things on both sides. Can't be sold on because it's not a computing scale and can't be, I don't know, whatever magic they do to the scales. But it is pretty cool. However, I took this home this weekend, and this is a infrared scale with a plug-in probe thermometer.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No.
It works.
You said it's an infrared scale.
Oh, thermometer. That would be.
He's like, no, it's not.
That would be kind of fun to have. An infrared. Anyways, it's an infrared thermometer with a plug-in probe thermometer. The infrared works awesome. It's fairly instant. The probe thermometer works, but it is a little bit slower. Like I was doing a steak, and I knew it should have been like around 110. So I hit it with this, and its first reading was 77. I'm like, well, that's obviously wrong. And then it went up by like 2 to 3 degrees every second until it got to what it was. But I mean, to have an infrared thermometer with a probe attachment, I think that's pretty cool. And we're going to be able to carry it at a pretty decent price. So those should be coming soon.
I'm excited for those.
Yep.
Partially just because every time I've taken out an infrared thermometer, it disappears.
So Dylan was looking for one, I don't know how long ago, couple months maybe. Time has no value to me anymore. Something was either 2 months or 2 years. They're the same to me. It's terrible. And I was like, no, I don't think we have one. Then I found 2.
Seriously?
Yeah, so they're in here.
Because I think I've taken like 3 or 4 out of stock over the past like 5 years.
Are those not freebies? I just been finding those around. I thought that was kind of like
Patrick thought they were fringe benefits. He's been selling them on eBay.
first come, first serve. No, I'm a collector. You know, we never stop collecting.
It's like the people that were at our Pheasant Fest booth that would just walk up and take something and walk away. It's like, no, this was not for free.
I go, let's take our most expensive hat, and I was like, let's get it. I go, they didn't even know we're selling it over here. I go, let's put a couple over here, and I go, oh, we must have sold. No, they just took them. They just took them.
People just took them.
Jeez.
And then I've got, I think, in a couple of weeks, once we get back from Rendezvous, I've got the guy from Wing It coming on the podcast.
That's going to be a good show.
That should be fun. So for anyone who doesn't know, Wing It is their pitch. What got me interested in it, they said it is Airbnb for hunting land. And I was just like, perfect sentence, explains exactly what you do, and great idea. Mm-hmm. Great idea. So I'm super excited to talk to those guys.
They're based out of Kansas, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Is that?
I don't know.
I want to say they were, or maybe they were just. Maybe it was just
Missouri?
Some of them were from Kansas.
Yeah,
but I thought,
some of like the one guy I'm talking to is from Kansas. Okay. But yeah, no, I think they are based in Kansas. But they're in a bunch of states now.
Doesn't necessarily have to be just Kansas, but I mean, I'm sorry for those that live in like
Kansas
California, better. But every time like there's like a textile company, it's like, oh, they're from like California. Sure. It's cool to see stuff like that in other states.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
So it looks like we need to go ahead and get some infrared scales in stock because Paul said he'll take a dozen of them.
Of the infrared scales. So that would be fun. You could just walk down the street and start weighing people. Like,
oh, that would be creepy.
Distance with cell phones, right? It'd be cool if you could do weight.
They what?
They do.
Distance? Yep. What do we carry by ThermoWorks?
We don't carry ThermoWorks.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me look up.
Did we at one point? We just don't anymore, or is it one of those ones we got to a point with and it just stalled?
I've talked with them actually at least a couple times over the last few years, and they basically don't want you to sell them online or do this or do that with them. It's like in-store only, and I'm like, no thanks.
Can't do it.
That's not what we do. Yep. I was just talking with actually a vendor about that today, like a new / old vendor.
Sure, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, there's some people that just they say, oh, you can only sell here, only sell there, and it just doesn't work for us because we're a national company. We ship all across the U.S. every day, all week long, all year long, and to be limited to an area just doesn't fit our model.
Yep.
So,
yep, we're not set up for that. All right, who was the winner?
Michelle Bright.
She responded? Yep.
Yeah.
She's here. Congratulations. How much is that Ascali scale going to sell for? That's a great question.
How about?
I don't even know if he's put through the item setup yet. Let me try and find it, though.
How much are you willing to spend on that Ascali?
Yes, why don't we work this backwards? What would you pay for that?
They'll be less than $500.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good ballpark. I'll start the bidding at $499.
We could do everything on our site as an auction site. Have you ever been to like one of those penny auction sites?
Oh man, they're terrifying.
What's it called? Buzz. There's like a bee one. That's like a honeybee or something. Yeah, I can't think of what it is. But yes, I've been on them.
that when those like first came out like 10 years ago, like I think it was Dylan and I, my brother and I, like just couldn't
crazy on them?
couldn't stop
Yeah.
like watching them, and we, of course, it would have been more than 10 years ago. I was still living at home. It would have been like
Probably 20 years ago.
15, 20 years ago.
'Kay.
I don't know, but it sounds like a great idea. And
Oh,
if you
it's
can
a
be the
terrible
last one,
idea.
if you can be the last one to bid on it too,
Right.
you get it for nothing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hope Ford said she's having a hard time trying to figure out where to enter for live giveaways.
That's why she hasn't won lately.
So it's on waltons.com/live. Over on the right-hand side, there's just for the live streams, there's just a couple of options or ways to enter.
Yeah, so a lot of people, if they don't know, the monthly giveaway, which ended at the 1st, which would be, we're giving that away next month. It's kind of like, if you, I can see some confusion if people just get in here and like, wait, what are they giving away? And then
But she's an old pro.
Oh yeah, no excuses for her, but yeah, the monthly one, which is a bigger giveaway, is separate from what you can win potentially if you were to only sign up for the live stream one today.
So I'm imagining they haven't put through anything for that scale yet, but I'm imagining it'll be in the
That was weird.
$200 range.
Do you have a mouse back there?
Did you say $200? Right?
Yes.
Like,
What did it sound like? I didn't hear it.
Liquid dropping.
yeah. I don't know. It's probably fine.
It's part of the.
Our fridge off screen is making weird noises
Yeah.
at us, and we're freaking out.
As we often do. All right, I'm going to draw a winner for last month's giveaway. So this is for the chambered vacuum sealer. Hopefully the winner is here, but you do not need to be. Draw a winner.
Yeah, Joe, you missed the cleavering. Austin won. It was hilarious.
It wasn't that funny.
No, it was amazing. Dominated.
All right, winner is from Oregon.
And what are they winning?
Something's going wrong
I
here.
was like, John froze.
Yeah, something's going wrong. That's not the right prize. Let me just make sure before I do this. Walton's April, which was last month's giveaway, which was the chambered vacuum sealer.
Correct.
So whoever set it up didn't
Well, then
change
what-
that one thing.
And
Okay.
What was March's then? What was that prize?
That was the 12-inch Pro,
Oh, okay.
That's
which
Oh,
is what that's
right.
trying
what
to
it
say.
pulled up.
So
Yeah.
it must not have changed it from
Yeah,
the
sorry,
month before.
Confusion amongst vac sealer here. So yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way I can blame the person I want to blame and can't. It
Who,
was
me?
No, no, the other one.
Oh, right on. The other
So winner is Gloria Larson. So Gloria, hopefully you're here. You won the chambered vacuum sealer. That is a $1,100 unit. So we are going to need to get some information from you. Then you have to submit that with your taxes. We keep the form in case we get audited, but you have to submit that with your taxes. So congratulations. That's awesome. I will get in touch with you and we'll get that sent on out. Now, if this follows the 50% rule where 50% of the prizes never get claimed, we'll give it away again in the future. However, I do notice that usually when it's not claimed, it's a guy. I don't know why, but it seems like most of the times when the prize is unclaimed, it's a guy. So I don't know if guys just have more email addresses that they like throw out there, like, oh yeah, I'll use this, and then they never check that. I still am waiting for somebody to respond like 8 months later, like, oh my God, I just saw this. So I can have the satisfaction of going, no,
No.
definitely not. No, I would actually probably feel bad.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of, unless I have the email on the phone was a game changer for me. I remember before I had a phone and I had to email people, I was just like, oh, I got to log in. Oh, I forgot my password. Oh, I got to unlock another email to then get that password. So you have to have more than one. So I totally get it. But yeah, once it's the only primary one on your like Outlook or whatever, you can't, it's a text message. You can't miss it anymore.
And some people ask, like, well, why don't you try and get in touch with them through Facebook or whatever? It's like, this is an exchange here. We're giving you a chance to win so that we can email you when we want to get in touch with you. If you give us an email you never check, you're not.
Dude, we set up a metaverse, so to speak. We set up a Gleam. We set up 20 plus ways for you to enter and then get contacted from us. We did everything.
All you have
You
to
just
do
weren't
is
at
respond.
you weren't at home to get the call, buddy.
Okay. I'm emailing this woman as we speak, so I will have nothing to say for the next few minutes. Hint.
Oh, what's that?
Talk to the people.
Jim Bay is saying approximately 22% taxes on prizes over $500. That is the one unfortunate thing about winning those big prizes.
Yep.
So that number, I don't know if it's right or not, but I'll go with it.
Sounds right.
It still doesn't, still not fun, regardless of what you have to pay there.
However, what do you think they're going to do? Are they going to watch this live stream and go, hey?
Well, no comment.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just
Fair
can't
enough.
comment on
Yep.
anything like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
But
In fact, I probably even shouldn't have said that.
Does Gloria have to be here?
Nope.
Yeah, Gloria doesn't. Have to
Nope.
be
So for the monthly giveaways, the ones that we have up at waltonsinc.com/win all month, you don't have to be here for that.
here. Yeah, good way to think about it. Big prize, you don't have to contact it, but for jerky and seasonings and stuff, you got to be here.
Yep. Well, also for that, the person will have to be here.
Oh yeah, I mean on the rare event that there's a redraw, but
I'm trying to find a specific comment back up in here, and I don't know if I'm gonna find it.
he said, "How come no one from Pennsylvania wins your stuff?"
I wonder if we could do that. It might be more work than it's worth, but it would be kind of cool, like our Meatgistics map, to have like a map like that for like our winners.
Oh, that's not too hard.
That's not too hard, I bet.
Because we really like. We get people from all over the place.
Hold on. I'm going to send myself an email to look into that,
That'd be a
which
good,
means that Rachel's going to get an email first thing tomorrow to look into how she could do that.
that'd be a good social media post too.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Actually, I'm just going to email her right now.
So Joe Hell is saying he uses silicone spray on his apron.
Our silicone spray?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try that then. Thank you.
Jeff is asking if this was a redraw. This was not the redraw.
This is not the redraw.
we
The
still
redraw is
have-
that. We've still got that.
Yep. Gerald,
I fixed this. Sorry, we'll talk about it later. This computer, this is your old computer.
Uh-huh.
It's possessed
no,
with the time.
no.
Yes.
Oh, did it change time zones?
Again.
Oh, yeah. Then it's not that. It's the domain. Our domain is doing it because I had a server that I was having issues with
Gotcha.
the other day, and I was just like, whatever, it'll fix itself later. But no, if yours is doing that too,
Yes.
I'll go talk to Chris and
Okay.
tell him he needs to look into that because something on our side, elsewise, we have to like sync all the times. Like back in the day, like when I first started doing like IT stuff here, none of the times were synced. Nothing was. So it was like, well, is it 5 o'clock? I don't know. Whose time are we looking at?
4:50,
It would be
right?
like
I remember that.
10 minutes
I
early, 10
remember
minutes
that.
late, and it'd be a mess. So
Yeah, our clocks would be on our computers different times,
Mm-hmm.
like in customer service. Like, whose clock are we going by today?
yeah. So you set it up so it all syncs back to just one computer, one server here that then syncs with one of the government computers somewhere, and then you're all the same. But something's obviously not working there for us. Joe Hill said he tried buying our silicone spray, but it was the wrong kind.
Oh, okay.
You have to do some looking there. Gerald is talking about dandelion flour pancakes deep fried. He said, "Did we ever make them?" That's just weird. I don't know if that's like a
Did somebody suggest it?
trend or something, because my wife has been like pounding me
Dandelions,
lately about
yeah.
doing like dandelion something, because our yard is like, we have like 2.5, 3 acres, something like that, but only like an acre of it is like fescue. The rest of it is all just like wild grass.
Yeah.
And it's been dandelion city. There's literally been like hundreds of thousands of dandelions through our yard, and she's like, we should eat dandelions. I'm like, no,
My wife
not doing
drinks a dandelion tea, but that's like, I can't imagine you want to do anything with the ones that are in your yard. right? Because they've been sprayed with stuff. Like I'm assuming somebody puts down a weed sprayer. No.
No, that's why there's that many dandelions. I don't care. In the natural grass part, I don't care.
Fair.
I'll put stuff.
Fair.
I actually haven't this year. I got the fertilizer sitting home. Was going to do it this weekend, but didn't get to it. But I'll only put stuff in like the fescue part of my yard. The rest of it, I just let it whatever.
So I said earlier, it is May 1st, 2nd, and I am in mid-August color form.
Yeah.
I have spent the last 2 weekends plus a couple extra days just doing yard work. We put in a garden this weekend. Very excited for it. Very annoyed that sugar snap peas sold out everywhere. Like you can't. We finally found some seeds at like Menards or something, but you couldn't buy any like mini plants. Sugar snap peas are amazing.
Nah, there's a seed shop down the street from my house. I'll have to check it out, see if it's got some for you. So,
Like actual, that's what they sell seeds.
yeah.
That sounds suspicious.
You've never, there's a bunch of places like that down here.
Sounds suspicious.
My dad took me there when I was like 6. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Do you like eat the whole pod,
Whole
or do you
thing.
take the
No,
peas
whole
out?
thing with the pod.
That might be better. Peas are like, to me, like second behind celery as like the most disgusting food on the face.
Celery
of
is
the planet.
awesome too. So,
Like celery makes me gag. Peas is like right there,
Out of your
and
mind.
I can't stand it.
so I was looking for something on dandelion on Meatgistics because when he says that, sometimes I think people are saying like, "Hey, did you try that thing that I gave you?" Because we get a lot of recipes and stuff, and the way my brain works recently is just is gone most of the time. So I started looking up that, and then I saw lion, and that made me remember that we got to eat mountain lion.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
how
right.
ridiculously good it was.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't listen to the podcast, we have a podcast. It's the Meatgistics podcast. On a somewhat recent episode, Tex had a friend who was nice enough to give us some of his mountain lion. Before a couple of years ago, I never even would have considered eating mountain lion. I would figure that you wouldn't want to. And then we talked to Nick from Nick's Wild Ride, and he's like, "That's my favorite meat." Like he didn't say favorite wild game. He said, "That's my favorite meat," and it tastes unbelievably close to pork. And I would argue that it's more tender. Right? I mean, I would argue that.
The one we had was, it was, I mean, different cuts of meat may vary at times.
Sure.
So maybe we just got lucky, but it was very, very tender.
And the closest we could come up with is because when they're not hunting, they're just laying around. So it's like veal. Now, if you've ever seen one of them when they're like ready to pounce, the muscles just in their shoulders is unbelievably scary. So, all right, let's draw another winner. This will be for some seasoning and some jerky. So we'll give you the seasoning of your choice, and I'll send you some jerky. Winner is from Missouri. We've got John German. John, let us know you're here. What are you looking for?
I was looking to see if the vac sealer sitting over there was the one. It was over there. I wanted to vac seal something the other day, and I was like, what the heck? Is that one just broken?
Oh, we're trying something with it.
Oh, okay.
So, John, let us know you're here. What's your favorite pork butt rub?
Firecracker.
On a pork butt?
Austin would put firecracker on anything at this point.
What's its main ingredient? Is it just salt?
No, salt's like third or fourth on the list.
I don't know. I thought
Garlic,
it was pretty
onion.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something for you to try.
Red pepper.
I mean, it's almost like an all-purpose, right? It's like firecracker. It's got a touch of heat to it, but nothing.
It's got a touch of heat, but they say it's meant to mimic kind of like a spicy ranch.
Oh, why don't they just call it that? I feel like it would sell a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the bacon. I dehydrated and put firecracker rub on. Too salty for me.
Oh, then he's
you probably
gonna
love
is
it.
his favorite then right here.
That's good.
Of course.
That's
You
not.
cannot oversalt something for Austin.
That's
It is
not oversalting.
possible. It's a little oversalting.
Oh my god,
It
that's
is.
great.
All right. So my favorite pork butt rub, probably going to be. I really like the butter garlic. Big fan of the smokehouse barbecue on pork butts. I think it works really well. It kind of depends on what you're injecting it with. If you're injecting it with something like the roast beef, what's it called? Roast beef pump?
That doesn't
Butter.
sound right.
What's the butter?
Online, we just call it butter flavored seasoning.
Butter flavored seasoning. I would go with the butter garlic. If you're doing it something with like the paws, I would go with something with a little bit more sweetness, like a barbecue rub. A nice one that works really well is the Cosmos pork cover. I think it's pork cover. Whatever their pork seasoning is, that works really well as well. So,
Anything with apple?
if you're doing the injecting it with the soluble cinnamon apple, yeah, there is one seasoning that works really well with that, but I cannot think of what it is at the moment.
I was working some cinnamon toast somewhere in there.
I mean, that could work. It's just probably a little bit more than you want
Oh
to
yeah,
do.
you have to real faintly sprinkle it.
But I
Gotta be
am going to
something.
find
I
that.
feel like we've done something with like peach almost too. It was like pork, and I feel like we put peach on something with cinnamon, brown sugar. Or am I just?
But we did peaches
okay
with cinnamon.
Oh, we just did peaches.
We did peaches.
Okay,
yeah.
we might have did pork.
we
the
did
same
grilled
day.
peaches.
Yeah. Anyways, that was stellar.
That was very good. Yeah, I thought so.
Thinking of that makes me think of all our old Willet barbecue stuff.
Did you see the comment on Meatgistics earlier?
Somebody
was asking, like, when are you going to bring those back? And we really do have to just, like, make time for it.
When we get our new person in and we're back from rendezvous,
Yep.
I think we just pick some time to do a few.
Yeah, I think I had a slightly, like, I overestimated, like, once we were done with the website migration, I'd just be, like, done with the website. And there's so many things still to, like, you know, just tie up loose ends and stuff. So we're not there yet, as much as I wish we were.
John German is here.
Cool. The Applewood rub from Excalibur is really good. And do we not have the Eat anymore? Do we discontinue those?
No, we still have Eat.
Or like zero.
Oh,
to hero
there it is.
and
Yep.
stuff?
No, but the other one, Eat's the most powerful stuff. If you're doing the soluble cinnamon apple, the Eat most barbecue, the most powerful stuff. That's really good with it.
What did John German win?
Seasonings and some jerky.
Okay, I just making a list.
Good. Anytime I don't have to make a list, I'm happy. So speaking of rendezvous,
My brother Riley has a
I'm
Buick.
meant-
we should record it.
We could sew podcast on the way. That actually would be entertaining.
I like
We
that.
should record it
Yeah.
the whole way. So
No,
all
maybe-
of my rants.
No, maybe just like sections here.
So yeah,
Okay.
start and stop, and then. But I feel like you're gonna be like, oh man, we should have said that though.
But we have the thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. but
Yes, you do. The thing that thing right
The-
there. The
the
task
task
cam.
cam?
The H6, yeah, we could put that right in the middle of you. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that'd
that
be
should pick up.
Yeah, it has different attachments, so
Right.
you could just set it and forget it. I mean, it might pick up a little of the bump with the ride, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll work on that.
Yeah.
We'll have to try that. I should get my truck back Wednesday.
Cool.
I think you guys should set aside like an hour, like all right, like leading up to it, but then don't press record until that moment, and then after that hour, kill it.
Well, we have 40 hours of car time.
But what I'm
so-
saying is, I don't
It's
want
really only 36.
I don't want to have to go through 36 hours of fluff. You know what I mean? I want to hear an
Oh, yeah,
hour
we're not gonna leave it
at
the
a
whole
time.
time.
Okay.
No.
I'm having to mentally prepare myself. It's just we're gonna get crazy.
I love long car rides.
I think it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great
It's
time.
just it's gonna be 40 hours.
Long time. So I think I know why it tells you 20 and it tells me 18. because it knows you have kids and you have to stop all the time for bathroom breaks and stuff. And it watches my driving history, and it's like, he never stops.
Oh, we're still going to have to stop all the time.
Oh, do you have a small bladder?
I drink a lot.
I'm not going to give you anything to drink then.
We'll see. I'll sit in the back seat and bring a bottle or something. Actually make my son do that after I get tired of stopping too often. You just have him go in the bottle in the back seat.
I can understand that. Neil says we need to leave the obliterators at home, but I may actually
carry it on you.
Find reasons for the opposite. I have like my wife brought me a like 8-inch blade Bowie knife for Christmas. I may bring that just in the off chance that I get attacked by a bear. So.
Oh, I'll have like my what I call my zombie sword. I'll have my machete.
So wait a minute, hold on. Austin has ram boxes. We're up at Pheasant Fest, and I'm out looking for something in one of the ram boxes, and I pull out. It is literally with the handle. It's this long.
That's a katana.
Oh, it's
I don't
this
think
big.
It's that long.
And
is it a Hattori Hanzo?
It gets thicker at the bait or at the far end. That is.
So that.
A cop might not be happy about you having that in your car.
Oh, what it's just it's a more aggressive looking machete. Basically, it's like
it's a pirate sword.
That's what serial killers always say.
It's not even a weapon. Yeah, they don't even see it as weapons. So they're just like, oh, it's just,
the thing I use, a tool.
It's a tool. It's the same as a computer. But it does bring a good question is, what's the average amount of stops people go through when they're traveling per like every 5 hours? You think
4 hours?
One stop every 4 hours.
No, it's like hour and a half.
Or not? Yeah, not what you do.
Maybe we need to fly.
I would assume that flights at this point are probably like $2,500
or super cheap.
Oh, what if they just dropped off?
They might.
If they did, then yeah, I would say we fly.
What site are you using?
I was using Bing or whatever.
Oh, just okay.
Because we have to use Edge now.
Ooh,
you can make
American has a flight for $923. It's a 19-hour flight time though.
What?
With all your layovers and stuff.
Where do we go through?
You probably go out of the way a few times first.
So it's literally no different. It's just we're waiting on them.
There's a 14-hour layover in Dallas.
Oh, you just
we could go do something
chill
though.
all day and
I like Dallas.
catch a
We
game.
could go to Dino's Subs.
Ooh, you already got lunch taken care of.
Best subs.
Just like fancy Quiznos.
Nope. Actually, that's really not a bad description of it. Some of their subs are hot, but very good. Anyways, we'll talk about that offline. All right. No, where did I go? I lost it. All right, so a couple other things that we're doing, new/different. For some of our products, we're going to start taking pre-orders on them. Right now, we've got the Walton's one-shot up on the website and accepting pre-orders. The one-shot is a head that will grind twice in one pass, and it'll hook up to the Walton's 12, 22, and 32 grinder. It is just one size that fits all of those. If you bought a 22 or 32, don't feel cheated. It does grind more per minute the larger the motor is. We were able to do, I want to say 31 pounds of whole muscle. Like it was already, cut up into like pieces small to fit down the throat. But we went from that to final grind for, was it summer sausage or jerky? Not jerky, snack stick, one and the same. We did 31 pounds in like 7 minutes. So it might take you 31 minutes on the second grind alone to go through a 1/8 place. So it is taking like many, many, many times less. So that's less time your meat has to be out. That's less preparation you need to do because you don't actually need to get your meat as cold before you put it through. Everything we tested it on was meat that was coming right out of a cooler, not out of a freezer. When they brought this to us, and forgive me if I've told you this before, we were not excited about it. In fact, we turned down their first version of it because they wanted it to require its whole own grinder. We were not interested in doing that, but they sent along this dual grind head that hooks up to our current ones, and it works awesome. I really think it's the increased RPMs that we put in our motors that's making that do it.
I think that's a big thing that sets our grinder in general apart from other ones is most people run a variation of like 2 different RPM sets. We changed our gearing, changed our RPMs, and we're in a range that no one else normally operates. And why? I think it's just because that's just what has been in the industry forever, and that's just what people do. Somebody copies somebody else, and it just goes on and on. And we looked at it, and we're like, nope,
this will be better.
This is what it's going to function best at, and it makes a big difference.
Because it's smart, not dumb. But you can order those now. They won't be in for some time, but because we initially, when they first sent it to us, weren't that excited about it, we've kind of been a little bit more conservative with how many we're ordering. So if we see a bunch of pre-orders, we would order more now. We also will have the electric sausage stuffer up in the next day or two. We're going to have a 20-pound and a 30-pound model. Both of those will be available for pre-order as well. The one thing I will say, the cost of stainless steel continues to rise and rise and rise and rise and rise. So if you were looking for why would I want to order it now, that would be why. Because the price might not always be that price. Can't say for sure one way or the other, but something to do. Is that it? Those are the 3 things that we're going to put on for pre-order? I'm pretty sure that's it. No, there's something else.
I shouldn't have taken a bite. Hold on.
How could you resist?
Is there anything on the site we want to show them? Literally anything.
Do you mean while Austin's chewing, or what do you mean?
Yeah, while he swallows whatever up there.
So, Ruve is asking, do y'all do the thing where if you bought something within 30 days it goes on sale, you get the difference? He asks only because every time I pre-order something, usually within a month it goes on sale. Have we looked to see, has anybody pre-ordered them yet?
The one shot, some people have pre-ordered. I have not put those up yet.
Okay. Because that one, we didn't really talk about that one, but the stuffers, when we put those on pre-order, those will be on sale. So
you're going to pre-order them on a sale price?
Uh-huh. So the one shot, I don't think
it's not expensive enough to need to be.
It's just going to be what it is.
Yep.
I'm sure it will go on sale at some point,
sure,
but not before holiday season. That would be probably the first time that it would have a chance to go on sale.
In all honesty, if these work, I mean, I know they work as well as I think they do because I've used it extensively. But if these catch on, the first batch we have is going to be gone very quickly. But anyways, sorry, go ahead.
So if we put something out for pre-order, we're probably not going to change the price in a month. The pre-order price is probably going to be the best price that it. Yeah, I guess not.
Unless the price goes up.
Yeah, we're not going to lower the price.
Right.
That's going to be the best price we can do it at. So when we get the new electric stuffers up for pre-order, those will be on a pre-order special price. The normal price will be higher.
So I have a nephew who's literally, there was a bidding war between MIT, Stanford, and Johns Hopkins, all wanting him to come do his doctorate there or whatever. So I asked him, because we were reading up on somebody who has a very similar unit and claims that their motor, which has less watts than ours, puts out a ton of force, like literally a ton. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, how is that possible? And he is an engineer. So I want to read his real quick. So I asked him, it's your Uncle John. Can you explain to me how someone could claim that a 33-watt motor was pushing a ton of force? He says, that's a good bit. Gears allow you to trade speed for torque. So you spin a low-watt motor a lot, you can get a pretty big force out in the end. That's the same with all simple machines, since the amount of energy you put into a system, which is typically called work, is equal to F times D, where F is your force and D is the distance. Increase distance at the same force, you can do some work. Watt is a unit of power, which is essentially energy over time. If you have a low wattage, you just have to run it more for more time to do a certain amount of work. TLDR was any wattage motor can supply any force given enough time and mechanical advantage. Thought that was pretty cool.
I learned more in that just
than you ever have from me.
Just in that niche area of anything high school related. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. So.
That's cool though.
All right. Somebody said same as Lethal Weapon, and now I need to find what they were talking about. Does anyone know?
I saw that. I think they were just referring to how
the knife, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. Okay. Unless there was a sweet Lethal Weapon reference, and in that case, please let us know because we're huge Riggs fans. So.
Yes. Murdaugh.
Oh, sorry.
So Matt Brunt says, how to jump off for a minute. When is the new stuffer being released? Just in case you were not here when we were saying it. Later this week, we'll have it up for pre-order. We're expecting it in midsummer, sometime around then. It just jumped on me. There's one. John, just tell Austin.
I didn't know what that meant.
Before we go. Oh, pee before we go.
Oh,
it's me. Tell him that. It sounds like
that makes sense. I thought he was giving us like a coupon code.
I wonder if he was trying to get it in, and YouTube was not letting him type that in.
Oh, maybe
that's why I put it in that way.
Yeah. Somebody's asking if we make an oil-cooled grinder yet. What? Makes me think. May have to go back and look at the innards on one of the hall grinders and see if they do anything else different or fancy, or is it all just bigger, stronger, higher tolerances?
It's a sealed environment with grease in it, but it's not oil cooled. It's not like a vacuum pump.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I say that, and I could be very wrong on that.
Some of it may be partially like commercial machines. They're used in a 30-degree environment. They're not used in 75, 80-degree room. That can help a lot too.
Yeah, I don't see anything on oil-cooled meat grinders. Could be wrong, though. Just because we don't do it or haven't heard of it. If we haven't heard of it, it's unlikely that it's at least common.
Sean is saying that Gander had one.
Okay.
I'm going to do some looking.
Okay. And I'm blocking Sean. Where is he? Sinister MD. 1 horsepower is the power needed to lift 33,000 pounds, 1 foot in 1 minute. Wow.
There's a mama joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, it was about the knife. All right, going back through. Yeah, we're supposed to get bad storms tonight, 5 to 7.
There, I see people in the chat talking about. I pulled up the radar, and a little bit west Wichita between here and Dodge City. It's already building up, nice and big.
Just have to be out of here on time today. I'm still waiting for a catalog in the mail. What's your jerky seasoning ratio for ground jerky compared to whole meat jerky? So if you're using an Excalibur seasoning, they will tell you just to use the exact same amount. What it's really going to come down to is how much product loss you're experiencing with your ground jerky. If you're doing something like if you're using a binder, if you're adding Sure-Gel, if you're adding more water, then you're going to need to adjust the amount. Because there are 2 reasons typically that a whole muscle jerky seasoning is going to be less like smaller bags to the same batch size as like a snack stick seasoning. Those two reasonings are: one, it's topical, so it's sitting right on the top, so it's going to hit your tongue like right away. And second, and probably the greater of the two reasonings, is with jerky, you're experiencing a much more significant product loss. So what they're seasoning for is the end product, not your beginning starting weight, but how much you're going to end up with. So if you're doing a ground and form jerky where you don't expect to lose 40, 50, which really with ground and formed you shouldn't, you might want to up that by 10% is what I generally like to do. Is I'll do a small batch of something at 10%, either more or less, depending on what I need to do. If I need to do a bunch at once, I will do that, and then it's not a perfect example, but I'll cook it up in a pan. That'll at least give you like a yes, I'm on the right track, or ooh, that's too bland or too salty or whatever. Because in my mind, the only thing that ever is too much is the salt. Like I've never tasted something like, ooh, that's too peppery, That's always, I like that. It's always just when there's too much salt.
Yeah, you could probably visually see way too much pepper on something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but
please continue.
No, that got me thinking about. I did a video a long time ago on some Thai pork that I used to love to make, and I haven't made it.
Oh yeah,
forever.
we did make that. That was a really good recipe.
Now
That was
I'm
really
thinking
good.
about that. Sorry, little peek into
What really set that off?
spiral of my brain.
There was a drizzle of
no.
something.
You said you can see if it's got too much pepper on it, and I literally crack up fresh pepper and roll the pork in that until it's like completely coated with it. Anyways,
would you like your pork John tonight?
where was I? Yeah, so try and do a small batch at 10% above, meaning use 10% more seasoning per pound of meat than what it would call for. Just because you're not going to lose as much of the product weight through cooking. Somebody says Black Bull barbecue. I don't know if he meant Black Bull seasoning.
And you said add 10% more if it's whole muscle or if it's ground up.
No. So whole muscle, we're going to lose more of the initial product, right? So there's less finished product. Mm-hmm. So if it's whole muscle, we're going to use less seasoning per pound of meat. So if you're doing ground and formed, add more. So sorry, I said no at the beginning there. I should have just said, let me restate. Patrick's been on me recently about me saying no and then saying exactly what he says. He's like, that's exactly what I said. And every time he says it, I'm like, yeah, he's right.
We're just arguing.
He's right. It is.
Well, it's like subtly different definitions.
Yeah.
Like, and we're just like, well, no, wait, we're saying the same thing.
I'm going to draw the winner for the 12-inch Pro.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to win the 12-inch Pro. You're going to win a collection of our vac bags, which I think is all three of the bags and the three sizes of the rolls. Collection of our favorite seasonings. One of these awesome artisan aprons. And I think that is it. I don't think we did a hat in there in their shirt. I think it was like a pushing us over $600 thing. I think. Yep. I'll double check. All right. Allow repeat winners. And the winner is... How have I never won one of these? I've entered every one we've done too. And I've never won.
Seriously?
Nope. We've never drawn you as a winner.
I don't enter every single one. At least I used to.
Test them.
But I also
I go through and test all of them.
It knows
not to pick you.
I'm the admin of the account, so it invalidates me. Next time you test it, go in and look and see if it automatically invalidated yours, but it probably did.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. We've got a winner from Dallas, Texas. We'll maybe fly down to you and spend 14 hours with you. It is Matt Dixon. Matt, let us know you're here. You've got 5 minutes to respond. If not, we will move on and draw another. As I continue to go through. Joe, he is very weird with his aversion to celery. It makes no sense. You have to make sure that the dogs don't use the yard for their business on your dandelions. That's another thing to think of. That was from Butch Green. Dandelion wine. No, thank you. Sugar snap peas are actually like my favorite just snack. Like I just like a big bag of them and I just sit there and eat them. And Brutus, my big dog, absolutely loves them. He'll come over and start drooling until I give them. He loves them. That dog loves carrots. He loves everything.
Oh, that's surprising. I don't think I've ever seen a dog that would just eat vegetables like that.
So last night we were giving him fried pickles, and he was chomping them right down. And I'm like, this is not normal. Dogs do not like pickles. So we went and got like an actual pickle, and like gave him real quick a fried pickle, and he chomped it down. Then gave him that, and he took it, and then just literally turned his head and spit it. Like I didn't know that dogs could. Well, who knows? He's his head's this high up, so it might have just fallen out. But it went like 3 feet away.
That's awesome. Did I ever tell you about the time I was feeding my dog saddle carrots?
No.
I thought this was back when I was actually in shape, and so I like eating crunchy things. So instead of eating a bag of chips, eat a bag of carrots.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there eating carrots. She comes up, is begging for food, and I'm like, oh yeah, fine. Here you go. Here's a carrot. She comes back up 10 seconds later, wants another one. So carrot for me, carrot for her, carrot for me, carrot for her. I'm like sitting in the dark watching TV. I finally finish the bag of carrots, get up to go throw it in the trash. I get up and walk across the floor, and there is chewed up carrots everywhere.
She didn't eat any of it. She just chewed them up.
She chewed them up, spit it out. She ate half the bag of carrots. I ate the other half, but her half was all over the floor. It was a mess.
Austin wins too many guns with one-on-one mentors to win here. Fair. She means passing on mentors, but
I don't.
You do.
I've
win
only,
too many
I've
guns
only
in
won
general.
like 3 from pass it on.
That's so tough. So tough. John, did you use chicken on the run for the fried pickles? No. So my wife and I all weekend were building a garden in our backyard. So we actually ordered out last night. I had buffalo chicken wings. They were amazing. And then I saved the leftover sauce and I put it in with my eggs at lunch. So good.
When do you have time to make yourself food? I feel like you're just running around doing a million things, and then you take the dogs home and you walk them, and then you're like, oh, I got to make lunch.
Oh, no, we couldn't go for a walk today.
Oh, well,
it was raining.
That's the weather, yeah.
Yeah.
So
not,
every other day you just don't eat lunch?
They're not going. So this morning, Riggins wants to go out. He's all excited and like freaking out because my dog has anxiety. Open the door. He goes running out. He's waiting by the garage door. I open it. He starts taking a step out and sees it's raining. Comes back and lays down like all sad. I'm like, dude, I don't control the weather. I can't.
It's your
help
fault.
you here. Has anyone seen Matt?
I haven't.
I haven't seen Matt.
Nope.
Hopefully, Matt, you're catching up now. Give you a couple more minutes. Yeah. Cheese, my dogs are fiends for.
Did you see what John Van Norman says? Says his dogs will eat string cheese, but only if you peel it for them.
Like you have to make little pieces of it?
I feel like that would be a little piece for the whole dog. But.
Dave B says, is chicken on the run as good as Stroud's? I've never had Stroud's.
I've had Stroud's. It's not as good as Stroud's, but
it's not as good as Stroud's?
No, but it's not doing like Stroud's is like you're trying to make old-fashioned like fried chicken with time is not an issue.
Okay.
Chicken on the run is called that because you can mimic a fried chicken product.
There you go.
Very quickly. So.
Like Stroud's, like the Stroud's here in Wichita?
I think that's what they're referencing.
It's got to be what he's talking
I don't know.
about,
Yeah.
right?
If
John or Neil. Nope. Dave. Are you
probably,
from Wichita? Is that the Stroud's you're talking about?
Yeah. Neil and or Dave.
Dave.
I assume that's what he's talking about.
Mark.
Otherwise, we need to try some other product by Stroud's. So.
Tom, no. Over on the right side of the page, there is a whole bunch of ways to enter. Right now, you can sign up for the newsletter, get a free entry, refer friends, visit a page to enter, and subscribe to our podcast. So you got to be at waltonsinc.com/live, or it's Meatgistics. What is the Meatgistics?
There's a live link.
So at the top of the page on Meatgistics, there's a live link. Yeah, he's in Wichita, so that is the Stroud's he's talking about. Stroud's is a customer of ours.
Cool. You should try them out. You might like them.
I wonder what they buy. Because there's a lot of restaurants in town that have been or are customers of ours, but a lot of times, like the first thing that it's for is like service work because we over the years have done a lot of service work throughout the city. They have a slicer in their kitchen and it goes bad and we fix it for them. But I don't know. We're just talking about another place in town, which is not necessarily just the idea and concept anywhere. But talking with Dylan, because a friend of mine told me, like, hey, do you guys do business with them? This is one of the popcorn places. I was talking to Dylan, and I'm like, you need to go in there. He's like, yeah, I was just in there this weekend. And he's like, I was thinking the same thing.
What would we do?
But flavored
like seasonings for their popcorn?
Flavored popcorn, all the seasonings for it.
Okay.
Genius.
Do you do trade-ins on smokers? Talking about ABS. I don't think we do. Not really.
No. If someone was a commercial meat processor, you could talk with your salesman. But generically, no, we don't do trade-ins.
So Scott's saying, so you have to email an entry for the redraw. It's like over on the right of the page. You should be at waltons.com/live. Over on the right, there should be something that says live stream drawing. And then there should be like sign up for newsletter, refer for extra. After you log into that, you can do it through Facebook. You can log in through email. And then you just have to click on those and they'll give you they'll say done. You got an entry. And that is how you get entered for it.
We're going to have like a riot here
Matt
pretty
did
soon.
not respond yet.
Yeah, people are...
You want to re-go? Are we past 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're past 5 minutes.
All right.
I think people keep track of the time for
Sorry,
you.
Matt.
And when they start asking, oh, where's Matt? Matt's not here. Matt's not here.
Repicking. Okay. All right, we've got a new winner. They're from Billings, Montana, so you could come get it from us at Missoula when we are there. Is that next week?
Next Wednesday.
Oh, my good Lord.
Next Wednesday.
Wow, that's crazy. David Pauly. David, are you typing in? No, you're doing that there. I'll put it in the chat. David Pauly, let us know you're here. I don't understand why.
Well, where is he from?
I was trying to hide Carol Barnett's heart. Didn't. David Pauly was from Billings, Montana. That's why I said you could come see us,
Oh, cool.
Patrick.
I'm sorry. I thought I paid attention, but I realized.
But you forgot you didn't.
Yeah. I was
All
telling
right, so it is 3:21. We will give we will give David till 3:26.
To look up how far away it is, because Montana, in my mind, is like one of those states that's like long enough. Could it be like a 10-hour drive from one side to the other?
Yeah.
But Billings, Montana is 5.5 hours to Missoula.
Uh-huh.
Missoula is all the way on the west side.
I wish I had a slew of geographical questions or trivia to ask you guys. I feel like it'd be very appropriate before you take your trip.
Yeah, Michael, we've had that before. That's not 100%. He's saying it doesn't show up when you at them.
Oh, yeah.
It's not 100% accurate. We've had people have that before. So
Yeah, because some of them have a cool username that's not their normal John
for
Smith.
whatever reason. But at 3:26, we shall heartlessly remove him.
Yes.
It's already 4:22, so.
That's the stupid thing. 4.
Oh, that's awesome.
4. Oh, real quick, while we're waiting, I do want everyone to know that if you are looking for a horror movie to watch, there's this movie out right now called We're All Headed to the World's Fair. It's like kind of low budget. I've seen a bunch of previews for it. I've seen thousands, hundreds, up to 1,000 movies, somewhere in that range. This is by far the worst of them ever.
Oh, so it's a don't watch it.
I literally finished the movie so that in case anyone ever wanted to argue with me, I could say I watched it all and it was nothing happens. Literally nothing happens. It was 96% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes when I watched it. It's dropped to 90. But do not waste your time. Go watch paint dry. Go pretend to work out. That would be a more useful use of your time.
Wait, so is that like critics?
No, I don't. Ruve C says, I love horrible movies, though. This is not that type of movie. I adore bad movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is Starship Troopers. Like, I love that movie.
That's not a bad movie.
Starship Troopers
compared to Battle.
It's intentionally
compared to that John Travolta one. It's way better than that one. Like Battlefield Earth. Now that's a bad movie.
That is a bad movie.
That's a bad movie.
That is a bad movie. No. Starship Troopers does things too. Like the director hated the source material.
Why did he?
He was intentionally making it a bad movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess, yeah. Well, I probably watched that when I was like 11, so I was like, man, this rules. These giant bugs are destroying these people.
For years, we did a good beer, bad movie night. Everyone brings a 6-pack of something fancy, and we Mystery Science Theater 3000 the hell out of it.
I tell you what, man, my friends hate me when I start talking in a movie. I'm just like...
Neil says I was right on time in New Mexico. So there you go.
So that movie did a whopping $45,000 at the box office.
I saw like legitimately
probably cost more than
10 YouTube ads for it. So when I saw it up on Vudu, we were looking for something to watch last night. I was like, "Ooh, cool! Let's check it out."
They knew it's Target.
It's got some buzz.
They knew it's Target demo.
It's not me. Like, there's a 5-minute scene of this girl just like it's a video, and this girl's right up on the camera. The whole frame is her face, and she's just doing this, and everything's gonna be okay.
Oh gosh,
you're safe with me.
You know what we need to do?
It's okay. I was like,
we need to make top 5. I think you might only get 5 out of this, but top 5 like meat related movies. So at least we can like say, hey, it's referencing Midnight Meat Train might be on mine. So we'll see what's up there.
I'm emailing us both.
To
remember that
Texas
idea.
Chainsaw Massacre. Is that counter? It's probably got to be a little bit more centered around agriculture and food.
Yep.
Consumable food, not human.
Yes, not human.
That could be fun.
That could be fun.
Cool.
I like it. The first time we have Patrick up here to like actually up here to just replace you on a podcast, that's going to be the title. Your dad's going to be so happy. All right. We are 3:25, somewhere between, it's 3:26. He didn't respond, right?
Yep.
It's been an hour on John's computer. I did see, I want to real quick, I think it was a Tyler. He said, I have a something because of that, because we waited for him. Did it get pulled back? Yep. Tyler Despan says, yep, I almost lost on a vacuum sealer because of my handle name. So there is a good reason we do it. All right. I'm going to repick the win. So take out that one. All right. We're from Dallas, Texas again, so we're going back and forth. When this person doesn't respond, I'm sure we'll go back to Montana. We're looking at Ian Haley. Ian, let us know you're here. No. Echo. No. Is the
Concrete V
still up? I don't think that's for us. It must be somebody else who's talking to. No, that's not fair, Joe. He replaced his because his voice is very peculiar. Mine's normal. I have a normal voice.
I think this one just looks cleaner.
Think all you want.
Something's not right there.
Oh, is it loose?
I don't know.
Ian's not here again, but
Let's quit
the
twisting.
name at least. So we did that at 3:26, 4:26. We'll give her to 4:31.
People like purposely like
No, it's not
put
free.
in.
It's the battery building, so they were asking something else.
Oh.
Go ahead.
People like purposely put in like congrats. I think just to spam the chat, so it's hard for us to see if someone responds.
I don't think so. I think we genuinely have a friendly, like positive group of people here.
Could be both.
I'm gonna show Michelle Bright's comment. I can't believe it hid that. She said men, like because we're talking about the size of this, and it hid that.
Wait, did it say it was hidden or did it say retracted?
No, it said allow. Like I had to allow it to come through.
That's funny.
Ridiculous. That is fair. Justin, but that's 5 minutes of a movie. I don't think we can count Boondock Saints as a meat movie.
Yeah, and then Reservoir Dogs is too.
It is easy enough to figure that out. Yep. Chili dog sounds good. Yeah, see, you call it out, and now they're not going to be nice. Continue to be nice, please. I said that way too aggressively. Continue to be nice. I demand it.
I feel like there's this backhanded passive thing on the internet anyway, so we're so used to seeing that, like, that like you wouldn't expect a compliment. So when people do see that, it's just like, oh, they're just being spiteful. But
yeah, right. Neil says they let us know that somebody responded all the time, especially when we used to drink on these. They'd be like, hey, he responded. We're like, no, let's pick it again.
This is true. We have missed at least a few.
Oh
in
my
the
God,
past.
yes.
Yeah.
What was an insult to the community? Me calling you nice? I'm subbing.
that's a great point. If you're in here and you're not subbed, do it now.
Go ahead and do that. And we have made it part of our regular monthly giveaway is to create an account at Meatgistics. So go do that. We're also going to be hopefully a lot more active on social media, especially with like back and forths. We've intentionally not been spending time responding to people. We had messages up saying, please go to Meatgistics if you have a meat processing question. Go to our customer service if you have a problem with an order, something like that. Somebody was supposed to start today. There was something happening, so they didn't end up starting today. But hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday will be their first day, and they're going to be taking over social media. So be a little bit, understanding for a while, I guess, while we get him up to speed. He might not have all the information. He's sitting in a room with us, with me. And so we should be able to answer any questions. Just, it'll be nice to have that back and forth engagement more, and hopefully it'll help Meatgistics start to grow again. Because we kind of plateaued there for a while as we focused on other things.
Oh, just our Meatgistics user count?
Yep.
Wait, or social media?
Both. I'm always talking about the Meatgistics, but both. All right. No, Ian, that is the time. Here we go. Repicking win. And then we need to, real quick, at least pick at least one more winner for some jerky and some seasoning. All right. Repicking the wind. This is from Latham, New York. I am from Latham. Well, not from Latham, but I am 10 minutes away from Latham, New York. That is right next to my hometown. It is James Ramsey. James, let us know you're here.
I read that name earlier, I think.
So hopefully you're still here. I'm from Niskuna, so we are very, very close.
Ain't no party like a Scranton party, because a Scranton party don't stop.
I'll be back.
But what's he going to get?
Me?
Yes.
I'm past my hour and a half.
Oh, good Lord. We need to fly. What does he do? Wow. All right. Still waiting. He's here, Emergy says, but he's here. Did he already say he's here? I'm here. There he is. Awesome. Congratulations, James. That's great. I will email you, get your address, and get that sent out. Would it be funny if we all left, like if we shut down completely and
then he comes back?
He comes back and everything's done. We're all gone.
It's your call.
We'll wait for him at least. All right, so that's awesome. Let me draw. I'm going to draw.
So what did he just win?
That.
Nice, the 12-inch vacuum
sealer. So he just won the 12-inch Pro vacuum sealer. It took us a good 15, 20 minutes to get that drawn because people kept not being here. I'm going to draw some winners for some jerky and seasoning. So how this works is you get a bag of the jerky that I made. Then I will let you pick a sausage seasoning, a jerky seasoning, anything like that. If you don't do a lot of processing, we can put together a few Excalibur shakers and give you those instead. So those winners are John German again and Kevin Perko. So John and Kevin, let us know you're here. cleaver. No. These are precious things. I can't believe, you know what? I can believe I lost that. He beats me at everything. That's actually really annoying.
I'm sure you got me up there. If we want skill, I could have helped.
If I wanted someone to easily beat.
Oh, yeah,
Is that what
no.
you're saying?
No, I'm usually pretty good at these dumb competitions. So.
You beat me at fishing. You beat me at this.
Well, you're good at fishing, too.
That may be debatable. You're a better golfer than I am, but that's not hard. I can't even say the word.
Well, he played in high school, too.
Yeah, I played in high school.
Okay.
I was much better in high school than I am
I was gonna say,
now.
you're not good enough to seem like you played in high school.
My claim to fame is I won the last tournament I ever played in.
Did you really?
He didn't say when it was or what the tournament was, though. But
Yep.
is that the point
No,
of the
John,
joke?
that's-
Partially.
yeah.
What is it?
Was
it
the last
not
tournament?
many people were there?
No, there was plenty of people there, but the last tournament I played in, it was just like crappy course, short, which is great because I don't hit the ball far.
Yeah.
And I used to be just killer with like putter, short irons. So that's the only reason I did really well because I didn't have to drive the ball.
Yeah.
But
Before we put a pin in the golf thing, remember Dylan's putt that one time we all went and it was like the longest thing we'd ever seen? Ringing a bell at all? That par 3 course? Dylan hit like a fifth punt.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Came
20
down- oh
yard
yeah.
putt. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an insane putt. My God.
Anyways.
Yeah, John's here.
Oh, cool.
John, so we use a service called Gleam. So it just like randomizes them, I guess. It takes all the entries because one person can get multiple entries, and it randomizes them, assigns them numbers, picks a random number, and then presents us that name. Okay, no, Joe Hell, we have to talk about this because before, so for anyone who's not seeing that, Joe Hell says, has anyone out there tried Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew asking for a friend? So before last week's podcast, I was in the store and I saw that for the first time, and I almost bought a 12-pack of it. However, Mountain Dew has 44 grams of sugar, and I'm not drinking that. And then I'm not going to buy a 12-pack just to have a sip of one. But I did go into our sales office, and Colton, who's in there, we have 2 Coltons in there, he had a can of it on his desk. So I was super interested in it. So I asked. He hadn't tried it yet. I came back in, asked him how it was later. His exact words were, it wasn't bad. I did throw up, but it wasn't bad. Now, he had just been getting over an illness, so that may have played into it.
Of course.
But it doesn't sound like it's a hit, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, no, knowing him, he probably liked that. He goes,
He
it's a
may have.
great way to stay in shape and clear
He
out the
may have.
sinuses.
So Jody says their son liked it. Do you still do discounts and free shipping for calling into the live streams? I
totally forgot about that.
did. No, I'm making one now.
Okay.
I thought I had it up to make one and then totally forgot.
I'm surprised they don't have like a sugar-free version of that, though. Because even when they did that watermelon one last summer, it had a sugar-free one.
I wish if it had sugar free, I absolutely
yeah,
would have
for
tried
sure.
it. 100%. You know, I've been thinking about that. I drink these let me do this.
Yeah, do that
Yeah,
first.
sorry.
I wish I knew his story.
Try not to get.
I should have like a list of Johnisms, things John says out loud at his desk.
My wife and I were both working last night, and I'm sitting over at the table talking to myself. I look over at her, and she's staring at me. I go, I do this at work, too. I'm not doing it particularly to annoy you. It's just how I work. And I'll say stupid things that like have nothing to do with what I'm saying. You know the thing I write all the time when my brain won't work.
Yeah.
My fingers will just write your mom. Like I'm not thinking anything. I just can't think of anything. They'll just go, your mom. I'm like, oh, dude, I did it again. We actually had to go through
Control
the
F,
old website, and we did find it in one place. Where I had typed out your mom and left it.
I didn't know
in there.
that.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember it.
That's fine.
Ryan Jones also wants to make sure that you are aware that you have been stealing his Meat Matters posts and not giving him credit.
Which one is this?
This last podcast was not the first one that you've done.
I swear
Well, you guys source
Well,
your stuff from the
whatever.
same couple sites, so
Yeah,
it's hard to
that
not.
that is fair. I mean, if I see it and I find it interesting, I'm assuming you're going to see it and
Well,
find
he
it
needs to
interesting
just-
too. Yeah, you know what you need to do is wait till after Friday to do it.
He needs to
or
just-
I probably should just look at it before we record and say something.
We should do. We should just make him host.
because he is doing.
We
that.
should make him host that section of the podcast.
At his house.
Call it Meat Matters, and we'll just put a camera on him and let him go for about 15 minutes.
All right, this is going to be good for a week. It is on anything more than $30.
Joe Hill says he has some horrid George Dickel Tabasco whiskey.
Tabasco whiskey.
Back in the day, I had like a SoCo pepper. I don't know if that was the full name or if there's something else to it, but it was disgusting. Bought it just because had to. Looked interesting. Me and buddies would use that as like a penalty shot. If you did something that was deemed so bad from like everyone else, or if you lost in a game or something like that, that was what you had to drink. It was the most horrible tasting thing on.
So that's Tabasco flavored. What about whiskey flavored Tabasco?
That would probably be better that way than the
it's-
other way.
Because every time we have anything whiskey flavored seasoning, we're not typically huge fans of, at least in this office. But yeah, the Tabasco one would be tough. But
Okay.
odd pairings.
Let me test this before I give it to you.
I don't remember how the site works. Can we set up
There's two ways.
a promo and then reuse it, or it's all the coupon is the promo? It's all in one.
The coupon is the promo. What I found recently is there's two ways to do it. There's the promotion section and the coupon section. When you want to do free shipping, it is generally better to do it through the actual coupon section. But I'm trying it this way first because it's a lot easier. We'll see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then we'll try again. The coupon code you entered is not valid because I didn't create it. Try that again. How fast are you? Pretty fast. All right, now let's get shipping. We are also switching how we're doing shipping. It will be much simpler in the future. If you put in your zip code, you won't have to put in your state. It will figure that out automatically.
Did you ever respond to my email on that?
No, I saw it. I've emailed him. I will email you once I have a... All right, I can either do a 10% off or free shipping. Doing it that way.
We'll just do...
Hold on.
Why can't you do both?
Because it won't stack. It's Shipper HQ. It's not Big Commerce. It's Shipper HQ.
Oh, okay.
It tries... When you do it through the create a coupon code, it actually removes the shipping amount. It tries to zero it out in Shipper HQ, but then it comes through and overrides it. You can actually watch it happen. Very annoying.
June's giveaway should be a dehydrator.
If we had them.
Yeah.
That would be possible if we got them. I haven't talked to Andrew. Have you? Do you know where we're at on anything there? Okay. We got a demo unit sitting in the room. If we had something on the way, we could give away our demo unit.
A hidden coupon? No, I don't think we did a hidden coupon. We did. Remember for Easter we did something pretty interesting.
Easter egg hunt?
Yeah, that was pretty. 8 of those we did.
All right. I can't make it do both right now, so I'm going to make it 15%. So it'll be 15% off, but you have to pay free ship, or you have to pay for shipping.
Kevin has not replied. I must have been here when you drew other names.
Kevin.
I'm going to refresh here.
Kevin.
You know what? It's crazy. It was just bringing up that Home Alone reference, but my girlfriend's son, he's like 4 years old. We were watching movies. He can recognize. He doesn't recognize the actors, of course, but he'll be like, he knows characters like you wouldn't imagine. Like we were watching Beetlejuice, and he goes, "Oh, that's the mom." And I go, "Oh, that is the mom from Home Alone." And you wouldn't like. There's certain roles I don't even reference or see, but then they see right through it. They see the face. They see.
Nail it.
They
right
know
away.
exactly who they are. It's kind of interesting.
All right, I will post this in the chat. It is good for a week. It's 15% off.
Did James Ramsey claim the vac sealer?
Yes.
What did John German and Kevin Perko?
Jerky and seasoning of their choice.
So John got called twice.
Yes.
Okay.
Lucky man.
So if Kevin hasn't responded, does he get it, or was that a be present to win?
I don't know. I don't usually make like the ones at the end there present, but I guess we could redraw that winner.
Hold on,
Give it to
Bob
somebody
said
who's
he's
here.
having a hard time following one of our sales videos with our clues, but I don't remember. We didn't put any clues in the video.
The clue is the sales.
Ah.
That was your scary prices thing.
Yeah,
So
or-
you can start trying to follow along the clues. The last time I checked, which was yesterday, there were still 2 unclaimed,
Oh.
and they're decent coupons. So if you go to waltonsinc.com/sales, up in the opening paragraph there, at the bottom of that, there's a clue to take you to another page. I think there's 3 more clues after that, and then there's a coupon code.
Did you ever get rid of like the clues for the Easter egg hunt?
No,
That's what we're
they're
talking
not
about.
all claimed yet.
The Easter egg hunt?
Yeah.
Really?
There's only like 8 spots, I think.
We made it a little bit harder than what you generally did.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we didn't like tell them where to go. Like it was where they had to go was in the clue, I guess. But I will. The sales one was, yeah, a couple people were
Stuck on that.
It was if you go to this page or something, our prices are scary low there. So yeah, that the
The
next
only thing
clue.
scary about this page is our prices or something like
Yeah,
that.
so then that just the
Kurt
sales
Sack.
page has that one. So Kurt Sack.
So Kurt, let us know you're here. Yeah. All right. So real quick, we are going to do late night processing streams again. That's not the name. We talked about it on
Oh,
Meatgistics
that could be cool.
somewhere. Yeah.
Get some neon lights out there. Late night
no,
processing stream.
no. We'll just do
It's
them
all
in
marketing.
the evening. We're not. Actually, we could get a Walton's
What? No, but
neon
the
light.
the overlay logo that could be different about it.
And we
Anyways.
could have a Walton's neon back there,
Oh, the Meatgistics square one.
which I would then take home.
I love that
When we're not
idea.
using it. Anyways.
I think we say that every year, by the way, but keep going.
Once a month, pick an evening. It'll be like one of the Wednesdays because that's the easiest night to do it for me. We'll start at 5:30. We'll talk ahead of time. We'll figure out what we're making. If everybody wants to have something to drink that's similar to each other, and I will be up here just making sausage or whatever we want, jerky, whatever we want to make. We'll just sit, chat.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
should
wanna
be fun.
find out what-
I like doing this.
I want to find a way to get you to be able to like switch between like 2 camera angles. Like so
It's
those
probably got to be one of those.
stream keys.
Yeah, we'd have to run it up here.
That wouldn't be nothing. But anyways, but your confidence monitor would just be the latency between what's going out and what you see. So
Trying to think if I had a confidence monitor at all. Yeah, I did because I put chat up there. That's how I deal with chat.
that'd be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it all out.
Yeah,
That'd
it could
be great.
work for sure. Kurt Sack has won things before as well. David Crockett says, "Sack him, Kurt." That was better than I thought it was going to be.
You've ate like the whole container sitting here.
That's a lie. You ate plenty.
I only had like 2 pieces.
We have video evidence of this. It's either Dino or Dino Dan smoking. I am doing great. It's the end of the day on Monday. I always both love and fear Monday live streams because it's already a hectic day. Plus, I was supposed to have somebody doing their first day today. So I was planning on today being like, so as soon as I saw that message from him, Rachel was right there. I was like, all right, well, that does make my day a lot easier. That is one good thing about this. So,
who are we waiting on right now?
Kurt Sack. Give him another minute or so, and then we'll move on. Keep drawing until we get to somebody who is still here. We got to buy new chairs, I think.
Oh, yes.
Squeaky squeak.
You guys recommend getting chairs anywhere in town?
Actually, that's a good point.
We need to measure.
No. What we need to do is keep an eye on the weather and not stay here until we're.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting close.
Okay. All right, we're gonna redraw, or we're gonna revoke Kurt's win, draw one more, and that's whoever wins that wins that. In fact, I'll let Kurt win that too, and draw a new winner. Because I believe the times I've communicated with Kurt, I enjoyed. From West Liberty, Iowa, it is Suzette Vance. Suzette, congratulations. I will go ahead and get in touch with everybody tomorrow, as long as we don't get blown away. And I let Kurt keep his win. So for everyone saying let him have some more time. So congratulations, Suzette. We'll be in touch with everybody. And thanks for joining us, guys. We will see you next time. Are we doing anything in between now and then? We release our podcast every Friday. I don't think we have any other live streams planned.
I don't know. To be honest, I could see us doing something while we're up at BHA Rendezvous. It just depends on how busy it is.
Oh, I doubt we'll even have good enough signal to do anything.
Oh yeah, I'm planning.
Oh, are you bringing Starlink? We don't have room for it.
Starlink.
Oh shoot! Yes, we will be bringing that.
God, why did I say that?
It will be coming.
Unless you're flying, guys. What are we talking about?
Yeah, we can't fly now because I got to test it out up there because I need it for ATV trip if it works.
Pallet. If we fly, we could still put it on a pallet.
Oh yeah, that's true. But then I have to get it back. I don't know.
Fair point. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time.